And on the hill, the big righty, Schwarber. What do we have on him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Bobby Witt Jr. leading things off and takes a strike.
Ball.
Sheehan, 26 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick in 2021. Foul ball there. 1-2 now. On the ground to first. Freeman takes it himself, and an easy out to start the game. This is Bryce Terang. In the air, right field, Tucker on the move. Stretches out and hauls it in. It's Aaron Judge now. Chris, he's their team leader when it comes to RBIs. And ball 1 to Judge. He was late there, strike 1.
It normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
That one not close. Ball 2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now it's going to be Cal Raleigh. Raleigh in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Now the 0-1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Lead runner makes the turn at second. The throw in, and that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's Byron Buxton.
Yeah!
Two on, 2 outs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
No. Inside.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
That's outside.
That
That's
one missed. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And they're all loaded up.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Here's the left fielder, Roman Anthony. And that one fouled off. Oh, 1 down. On the ground, right side. Takes it himself as they escape the bases loaded jam. We go to the bottom of the first. And on the mound in this one, Paul Skenes. What do you have on him?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at bat.
Andy Pavlis leading things off and takes a strike. Swings over the top of that one. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him swinging.
Batting second.
Mookie digs in here. For as much as we talk about Mookie Betts' success at the plate, defensively, he's turned into a brilliant outfielder. He's won the Gold Glove 6 times in right field, and yet in 2025, he was a finalist at shortstop, which is absolutely incredible. Freddie Freeman in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Anthony in position. And that is that. Back here at Chavez Ravine. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Here comes Schwarber to the plate. Well struck deep right field. Way back and out of here. He wastes no time on this one. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 1-0.
They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
And now it's Alex Bregman. Pulls it in, 1 away. And now it's Christian Walker. This one in the air, center field. Pajes on his way over, takes it in for the out. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And he drops it down the third baseline. Muncy handles, throws to first. That ends the frame of the bunt attempt. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Kyle Tucker. Tucker, who's been an all-star and a Gold Glover. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And up to the plate is Will Smith. First-round pick out of Louisville in 2016.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
That clips the corner. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Lifted in the air, right center field. Buxton on the move to the alley. He's got it. 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Max Muncy stands in now and watches strike 1. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Ball 1.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece.
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. Back here at Dodger Stadium. New inning getting started. Bryce Terang now at the plate. In there at the knees, strike one. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting for the United States.
Aaron Judge at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. Runner goes again. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
O2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Runner at third. Nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Back-to-back base hits. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And that one popped in the air left field. 1 down. One out man at first. So Buxton gets a chance to hit now. Byron Buxton, former second overall pick back in 2012, right after Carlos Correa became the first pick in that draft.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on,
That's a ball.
it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Swing and a slow roller. Rojas. Throw to first is in time. Now the left fielder, Roman Anthony. He's 0 for 1. Man at second.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw
He's in
comes
there.
in too late, and now they have runners at the corners. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Nope, outside.
And a 1-0. That one fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Pajes on the move to the gap. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in L.A., ready to go for the last half of the inning. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Hey!
Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-2.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman.
That's a ball.
Right side. Terang. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Miguel Rojas at the plate. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. That one in triple digits. And they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him. Inning over. As we go to the top of the fourth, here's the third baseman, Alex Bregman. Bregman in his 10th season, 31 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in New Mexico. Fastball is outside.
You know, this group of hitters showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
So a man at first, and now the first baseman, Christian Walker. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. High fly ball, right field. Tucker settles underneath it, brings it in, and there's one down. So the lineup flips over. Bobby Witt Jr. will hit next. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Man at first, one away. Bregman runs. There's a ball. Save
He's in there. He's
with a
safe.
stolen base. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Hernandez drops steps, heads back on it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Stepping in, Bryce Terang, 1 for 2.
Bryce Terang.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Foul ball there. 2 outs and a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4. Line drive, base hit. Here comes Bregman, and he scores. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Runner goes again. And it's fouled away. Terang at second with 2 down. Runner on the move again. Off the catcher and rolls away. Probably ruled a pass ball as the runner moves up to third.
Heads up base running right there.
That's ball 2.
And a breaking ball misses outside. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Back-to-back singles. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough.
A new pitcher in the game, Tanner Scott.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Raleigh in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the 4th, Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
The 0-2. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Fly to left his first time. And Mookie takes. Foul ball. USA leading by 4. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. And there's a foul ball. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. Next to the dish is Freddie. Fly to left his first time. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. That's a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The big righty strikes out the side. Ready now for the 5th inning. Digging in, Byron Buxton.
Well, these guys really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
That misses the zone, and now 3-0. Right through there for a strike.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. And here is Roman Anthony. Buxton on the run. Pitching for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it.
Runner on the go again. Pitching for a strike. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. Runner at third, nobody out. And we're at the top of the 5th. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And now Kyle Schwarber steps up in a critical moment. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a foul out of play.
Ball 1.
1 away with a runner at third. What a stop. Throw to first. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. Here's Alex Bregman. Gets to it with a slide. Over to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
You know, these Dodgers, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
That's ball 2.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
That one at triple digits. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Will Smith to the plate. Fly to center his first time. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. In the air to left center. Buxton sprinting after it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down. Here comes Max Muncy. Struck out swinging his first time.
Nope, that's a ball. Hey!
The Dodgers hitless so far in the game. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Goes down looking. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Edgardo Henriquez.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A solo shot. And they boost their lead. It's 6-0.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Witt in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. This one popped up. Rojas settles underneath it, and there's one down. So up next, Bryce Terang. And that one ripped to left. 2 away down. Here comes Aaron Judge. 3 for 3 with 3 singles.
That's a ball.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. Man at second here with 2 away. And now the catcher comes up to him. Cal Raleigh, 1 for 3. In the air, left field. Plays it on a bounce, and it deflects away. The run comes in from second. It's 7-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit.
Buxton in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Hard hit left side. And that is that. Back here in L.A., well, we go bottom 6. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11. Tommy Edman at the plate. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. The 0-1. A little out front there as he swings through it. Swing and a miss. Skenes with the punch out. Now it's the shortstop, Miguel Rojas. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning. Got
Ball
close
one.
to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Siggy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food. This ball well hit left center field, and that splits the gap. And he starts the 7th with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third. Dangerous hitter at the plate in Alex Bregman. Out to short, Rojas. On to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. The hard throwing righty out of Venezuela, Brustar Graterol, will take over. He's into the game with the bases empty. Walker stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. That clips the corner.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Line drive, base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. And now it's Bobby Witt Jr. This one in the air, right field. Tucker on the move. Dives and he can't hang on. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, that's his first hit in this one, so that should help him feel a little better. It's amazing to me that he was able to put the barrel on that one. I mean, that pitch was pretty well outside, but great extent.
Runner on the move. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two on, 2 outs. And that one is lifted in the air. That's a base hit as a run scores. Now a second crosses the plate. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the 7th, Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
Yeah.
And a foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Here's Mookie now.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
Right through there for a strike. On the ground to third. 2 gone now.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Freeman at the plate now, and that's strike one. 2 down, nobody on. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Ball
Really
2.
good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. Terang over to first in time. That's back here at Dodger Stadium. We're at the top of the 8th. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate.
Aye. Ball 1.
That's ripped into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Now batting for the United States.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Raleigh.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
On the ground, Rojas throws to first in time. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Tucker moving under it. And he makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 11-0. They turn things over to the southpaw, number 70.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Out towards right center field, and it drops in. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Schwarber
inside.
Stands in now, looks at that one inside. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 13-0.
Well, Boog, when you've got power like he does, hitting 2 home runs in the same game feels very doable. Dialed in and making the most of every swing out there.
So 2 down. Now it's Alex Bregman. That one ripped. And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Really turned on that one down the line, and that's a spot where there's pretty much never going to be a defender, even with the shift on.
Next to hit, Christian Walker.
That's a ball.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. On the ground to third. And that's the inning. Back here in LA, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Kyle Tucker digs in now.
He's got a rare skill set out there on the mound. Even when he's low on energy, his stuff still has bite to it. You just don't see it flattening out just because he's tired. He's still delivering good action.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Up next.
Still a ways to go, but this is can't miss stuff right now. Smith at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Max Muncy at the dish. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. Back here at Chavez Ravine. We go to the 9th. Bobby Witt Jr. getting ready to hit. This to center field. And it falls. And a good start to the inning.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around.
Runner on the go. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe. Man at second. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. Throws, skips past him. And in comes the runner from second to score. A big mistake there. Ripped on a line to center. And there's one away. To the mound now, they turn to Blake Trinan. Here is Aaron Judge.
Hey!
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the 9th. In the air, right field, Tucker on the move. 2 away. And here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Ball, that's out.
To account to a guy with this much pop at the dish, you better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side, or the fans better look out in the stands.
Two down, nobody on. That one ripped, but foul. Here's a 2-2. To the right side, and that chance handled. Throw on to Freeman, and that's the 3rd out. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Nope. Outside.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
Make it 18 strikeouts on the day. And here comes Tommy Edman.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a ball popped up. Terang has a beat on it. Out number 2. So last chance for the Dodgers. The batter now, Miguel Rojas. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Ball 1.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Line drive into the outfield for a knock, and the perfect game is no more. So now back to the top of the order.
And just like that, the perfect game bid is no more. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of...
Now pitching.
So they turn to their closer, Mason Miller. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And here is Andy Pajes.
Hey!
That's a good
That's it.
miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Swings through that one.
That turns
that's
out to be
outside.
a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game. 14-zip at the end of this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.